Recording? Pending.
Uh,
What does that mean?
wait. Yep, is start recording right now.
Alright. So this is going to be an inspection meeting for the Wall Runner app made by Fong.
Yep.
So we're going to be looking through this program, looking for any defects we can find. We're not looking for solutions, so if you find we don't have time to kind of discuss solutions, just point out mistakes unless it's a very quick fix. So don't look for any minor defects or style issues that goes into typo log. Just look for anything that we were sure is a defect. If you find one out, point it out to the team, and we'll put it into the shared issue log. Make sure only one person's speaking at a time, so don't try to talk over each other. Let's try to keep this clean. So this is the current version of everything, so they'll be fine. And at the end, we decide if this is ready to be submitted to public or whatever, right? If the code is up to snuff. And at the end, we should also have a conclusion to talk about it. So do we have any questions?
No.
All right, first things first, I need to know how many hours. What's your hours of preparation time? So I get Fong. How many hours of prep time did you do? Which is, I don't know, you're the author, so I don't think you actually have to do as much.
I think about 1 hour. Yeah.
Tiang?
Yeah, 1 hour.
About 1 hour. Jing?
1 hour.
Yep. And Jian Hao?
1 hour.
Tian, you know your recorder right now, so do you have the inspection log just to start writing it down when we put it up or not? Tian?
Yes.
Are you ready to start recording stuff into the inspection log?
Yes. There are two logs. One is issue log, and the other one is type log.
The inspection log. The type of log is something different. There should be,
Inspection issue log.
yeah, the issue log. Bring it up here. There should be this one.
Yep.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So I'm gonna show a piece of code, and Fong, you just explain what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess we'll just start for here. Public class wallflower. We know what that is. So explain this line. Just say what it is exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the maze, let me have a look on it. Just give me 1 second, guys. All right. So that one is kind of like the maze, like that variable is gonna store all the 2-dimension like arrays of the maze into like the variables like called is maze. Yeah.
Okay, cool. This line.
Yep. So that one also like another variable storing like the final result of the maze, like when you already solve like the question of
Yep.
the project. Yeah.
This one here.
So private position start points. So that one must be like a position like of the starting point of the robots at the beginning. Yeah.
Yep. This one.
So that one is kind of like let me have a look on the trail again. Okay. Okay. All right. That one it should be like the current position of the robot, like when it runs on the trails. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. The current position of the robot. Yeah.
So this.
Okay, that is as we all know, that is the constructor of the class war followers. So it will have like constructor of the beginning of the maze. Yeah.
This one here.
All right. So that is the most important of the everything. That is like the execute like function. So you can so it's gonna serve all the maze, like make the robot move to the goal position. Yeah, that's the general point of that function anyway.
Yep. I think I found like 2 defects related to this here. The first one is I think it's way too big. It's like 150 lines long, right?
Yeah.
I think it can be broken down more. So I think the first defect, if we all agree, is just this being too big. This method.
Agree with that. Yep.
And the second one is there's no comments. Oh yeah, there's like one section on the Java checklist for like comments, and I think that's probably going to be the easiest defect for us to find. So it's just like no comment explaining what this actually does.
Yeah, agree.
Yep. So I understand to write that down, Tian. Just those 2 different defects. So just explain this line.
Okay. So that one should be like let me have a look at it. It's not very clear.
Could you repeat again? Which line?
16. I guess 16. It's talking about the entire like method, so I think 16 probably counts since that's where it starts.
All right. So that just that should be like just like you know, like when you construct like the maze, you have like another like temporary like variables. So you make like you put the source maze, like the beginning of maze, into that maze like variables, like something like that.
Thank you.
So I think like that one is kind of like a defect because it's quite like not necessary to do it because you already have like the maze at the beginning.
So you think it's not necessary?
It's kind of like redundant. Like you don't have to do it because you already have like the source maze. So basically, it's kind of like that. It's just like not very like useful anyway. But you can do it like if you don't want to lose like the beginning like data, like beginning data, you can do that. Yeah. You want to-
So I'll go with whichever one you want to say. If you want to say it's a defect, we can go with a defect. If you want to say it's not, then we can just skip it.
yeah, okay.
So yeah, I'll just go with whichever one you want to go with, unless someone else disagrees.
No, I'm fine with whatever you go with.
Yep. So Phong, do you want to go as this as a defect or as a
It's difficult actually. I'm gonna go for like not defects because like I think I make it because I want to make sure like the beginning like information of the maze is not losing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
So at this point,
Okay. So find the starting point. That one is kind of like scanning all the 2-dimension like array to find the beginning point for the robot.
yep.
Right.
So yeah.
So that one is cows, like cow variables. Let me have a look on it. Like what it. Okay, so that one is kind of like the variable is gonna count the move of the robot actually make. Like yeah. So if it actually move like one step, you're gonna increase it by 1 unit.
Yep. This one.
Position 1. Position. Okay, so that must be the variable to store the position of the robot. Like when it's actually like past that one, and then you have to save that position. Then you can, you know, like you do that when you have to remove, like when you have to return to the way that you already passed to get to the right direction.
Okay. This one.
So rotate. Okay. So the rotate variable should be. Okay, so rotate variable should be like the variable is like storing like the direction of the directions. So for example, like rotate all 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of like north, east, south, and west. Yeah.
These two.
So that one is just like a position of the robot so far.
Okay, so I think one defect could probably be these probably should have better names than if they're actually tracking something. So
Yeah.
Line 24, do we all agree that this variable could have more descriptive name?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Agree.
So I'll give you a sec to write that down and then we'll move on. Okay, so what's this here?
So as you can see, that one is like a temporary like position of the robot. Yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yep.
And yep, these two. I'm just gonna lump there since we can probably see what they are.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that one is just like to put like the X and Y position into the I and J.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So the orientation, like that line, is kind of like to actually like have like how you say that first? Let me check that first. That's what you say. So that line is kind of like to identify like the actually like orientation of that position. For example, like the beginning of the position is usually point to the east, so it actually like identify which direction that the robot is like currently point to.
Yep.
Yep.
So start of a while loop here.
Yep. Should I just explain the whole while loop or just like by line by line?
Will be easier for you to just quickly go through what it does first, and then we'll just go through it line by line again.
All right, cool. So that one is like the while loop. If it is not like the G point, it means like the final point. You have to check. You're using the function like check for all, like with the maze and the position currently. If it's like true, so you have to like make sure like you change the direction of the robot, and then you check for the next like the next position is available for you to move, something like that.
So yeah, so checks each position, see if we can move there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Give me 1 second. Right. So basically, the check for all is like it's checking like the position like so wait 1 second. It's gonna check the position around that position. For example, like you are standing in that position, you have to check like 4 direction, like direction like the north, the east, the south, and the west, if it's available for you to move. And also if like it's checking if it's like the next position is if it's like the G point or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one here.
Do you think that method name could be more descriptive, or is that
Is check for O.
Yeah. It's quite confusing.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
So that's another defect. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we agree, we can say. So you're talking about this part, the check for row method.
Yeah.
Yep. So that could be a more descriptive method name then. Give me a
Yeah.
sec to jot that down.
Yeah. So it should be like the more meaningful like name for that function, I guess. Yeah.
So yep.
All right. So that one, it should be like position now. So you get in the position like at the position like -1. And then when you already get the position now, you minus the current variable like position by 1. And
Yep.
then you get the position like current by get the position just another one position minus 1. So
Between the position now and the position current.
sorry.
What's the difference between the position now and the position current? CR means current, right?
Yeah, it's quite like similar, but let me have a look on it. What is the difference of it?
I can't find any hint of the difference from the naming.
Yeah, what you want to do, need a name change or something, but first we should figure out what it actually does to see which one needs to be changed.
So I think like the position now and position current is kind of like so when you go to the next position, you have to you have to save the information of the current like position in case you have to go back, and then the position like current is actually the position that you standing at the moment.
So one of these has a confusing name then, because they sound like the same thing and they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I think, which one do you think should be changed? 36 like current or now for us to write down?
So you just keep the position current, then you just remove the like you can change the position now into something like position like I don't know how to make. I'm really bad at like putting a name for the variables, I guess. Yeah.
That's fine. We don't need solutions here, really. We just need to write down.
Yeah.
So yeah, for this one, just say position now should variable name should be changed to something less confusing.
Yep. Sure.
All right. I'll give you a second to write that down. All right. So yep.
Right. We go on. Okay. So that one is like the go back function. So for example, like do you really have to go back to the reverse position? That one it should be like the one that upload the new position that you have to go back.
Yep. Yep.
So that one it should be the upload the position for the current position. If you have to go back, so for example, like if you have to go back to the reverse point, you have the new position x and y. So that one should be like upload a new orientation.
Yep. Yeah.
May change. So the. Oh wait. What is this? So that one like as you can see, like that one is like the change orientation is actually like change the new like character for the direction of that position.
Yep. And these two, they're pretty much the same thing.
Okay, so you upload the new like x and y for the I and j. Yeah.
And we already talked about that these probably should have descriptive names, so probably don't have to go through that again.
Yep.
So this one here.
So that one over there is like so always that always like for the orientation. So that one is get the orientation to move to the next point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one is move the robot to the new flat position. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
That one is just like increase the counts, like the counts like moving like numbers of the robots by one. Yeah.
So else, we already know what else statement is. Yeah.
Yeah. So all the else here is kind of like repeatable. So I would like to point another like defects if you want. That is like the if here is kind of like repeatable. If you look like closely, you can see like that they all repeat, but with different like orientation.
So talking about all these ifs. These ifs here.
Yeah. So basically you can like just having one function to manage all the I think like you can put like all this one into one function, or you can like just put, or you can edit it like into the way that you can. If it's good, I think.
So yeah, so was that line 52 something like if code could be turned into a method, or this could be just say this could be non-repeating or something, like we could
Yeah.
this could be turned into a method. I guess just write that, since that seems like the easiest thing to write down.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll give you a second to write that. And so I guess we're going to here now.
All right. Shall we go on? Okay, so that if is like you checking if that information, like you checking in that position if it's like a new ways that you can go, or it can be the points that you can just approach, and then you just go to that one. Like so, for example, if the orientation is point to the north, then you have to check that one if it's like the new way, or it should be the point.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So the next one is the position equal to the count. So position equal to count is like so I think I would like to point another defect for it,
Yep.
like position and the counts like variables. So it should be in the specific, like in more specific names. It could confusing for the readers, the code reader, like for example, yeah.
Okay, so position and count.
Yep, variables. Yep.
Back up here, we can, so for line 21 and line 22, just say position and count could have more descriptive names or something.
Yeah, more detailed names. I mean, yeah.
Yep. I'll give you a second to write that down then.
So so actually like the count is like the moving of the robot in reality, but position can be not. It's just like the temporary of the variables of the count variables. Yeah. And then when you actually put the position, like the count variable into the position, then you check the maze if like the new one, if it's the new position that you can move, you just move the robot to the new one. If it's like the G point, you just move to the G point, and then you finish all the project. And then yeah, you increase the counts and then you increase the position variables. And then the rotate you just like increase it by 4, and then it won't rotate anymore. But if it's like if it cannot move into that one, so if it points to the north but it cannot go to the north, you have to rotate the robots again to the west. Yeah. And then you just doing the same things to the west, the east, and the south.
Where are we? I forgot this one.
Oh yeah, I just explained the whole like that if statement over there.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's all this.
Yeah, the whole thing to the light. I think the life 75. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So yep, you talked about protein, this one.
Yeah.
And this is all the same except for east, right?
Yeah, just the same things. Like it's repeatable, so just repeat the whole things, like but with different like direction.
And we already talked about how these could be condensed into something else. So I think we're up to here now.
Yep. So like I said, like when you already rotate it and then you move yourself to the new position, you increase it by 4 so it won't rotate anymore. But after all, when you check in all the if statement, you return the rotate to the old like values, so you can go to the next position in the new check-in.
Yep, and this one here.
So that variable is like the solution of the maze, that when you already like solve the maze, you put in like the solution into the new maze variables.
Yep. This method here. What does this do?
Okay, finish the starting point. Find the starting point, sorry. So that one is find the starting point, so it can okay, I just explained the whole function. Is easier.
Yeah, just explain like what it does and then we'll go piece by piece.
Okay, so that one is just scanning like the whole 2-dimension like arrays of the maze, and then it just find the first direction point to the east, and that should be the beginning of points of the robot.
Yep. So this.
So that one is like the for loop to scan to scan like the column. Yeah.
Yep. And this one I'm guessing is just for the row, right?
Yeah, just for the routes. Yeah.
Yep.
And if the maze like the east pointing direction, that should be the beginning point of the robot at beginning. Yeah.
Yep. This one, yeah.
So that one, it should be like start point. So it's gonna save that position into the variable start point. Yeah.
Here.
So path add copies, like that one is just like all right, give me 1 second to All right. Okay. 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 I just want to make. I just want to make you to say again like that path variable is like okay, let me just explain again the path like variable again, because I might just say it not correctly at the beginning. So that part is like the array like storing all the position that the robot is already like passed. Yep.
So everything is already done.
Yeah. So like so that part it just add the copy like at the starting point. So it just, for example, the starting point is like 1 1. It just add the 1 1 into that the array for the first elements of the array.
Yep. Okay, we probably know what all these do. So what's this?
Okay. Wait. Okay, check for direction. Okay, so that one is just check the for orientation. So if the maze is like the up one, the up like I plus 1 position, like wait. So that one is checking like the east one if it's like the new position, and the second one is checking if it's like the west position. The third one should be checking the north position, and the fourth one checking the east, the south position if it's available to move, and it's also checking like the same things like for direction if it's the G point or if it's just the new position that the robot can move. So if it pass all the if statement, it just return false. But if it not, it just return true. So for example, if it's the G point, it just return false. But if the new ways, it return true. And if like the wall just return false.
I think we already said this should have a better name somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I think
agree.
also it should have a comment explaining what it does.
Yeah.
So
agree.
here
Yeah.
it should have comment.
Yep, agreed.
Give me a sec, write that down. So you pretty much explained this, didn't you?
Oh, I already just explained it. Yeah.
So you pretty much explained all this.
Yeah.
How much more do we have? Okay, we don't have that much more to go through. So this one.
Okay, so that one is go back like direction. So for example, like you have like the, so as you can see, the integer like I and j, it should have like in the specific name for the position. Yeah, so that's the defect. Like
the int I, int j, int I2, int I, j2. Yes.
yeah.
Kind of. So one defect here should be more descriptive variable names.
Yep, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a sec.
Yep. So let me just explain the definition, alright? Okay. So the I and j is like the position and a position, and I2 and j2 is also a position. So if you compare like the I and I2 plus 1 and j equal to j2. So it's gonna return that the orientation is like the north. So yep. And if like the I equal to I2 minus 1 and the j equal to j2, return to the south. The same thing like with the west and the east. Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense. And if it doesn't have any, it throws a argument.
Yep. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So as you can see, the line 207, you can see it.
207. Yeah. Yep.
Yep, that is redundant because I didn't use it.
So like, is there no way to actually get here?
Yeah, so it rolled, but as I can see, there is no catch for it.
Alright, so yep, that's a no. There's a throw with no catch. Line 207. Alright, give you 1 sec to Alright, this one, although this one, yeah, need comment explaining code, so that's another defect here.
Yep, agree. So this one is also like quite obvious. Like you checking the orientation, and then if the orientation is like the north and the orientation is like the east, return the the suitable like character for it.
Yep.
So yeah, because
And
like
I was gonna say, and this is probably the same defect as this, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so 207, if you've written that one down, just write pretty much the same thing for 223.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, like this project is not like agree like what we have to do. Like so, for example, if you look on the two-dimension array, it's just not like orientation the north. It's just like the character pointing up, and east is kind of like the character pointing to the right. So it's not like it's not agreement. So it's kind of like orientation point north is kind of like the value for the orientation like variables, but it actually like two-dimension arrays is actually just characters. So this one is helping you to checking the like the values and return to the suitable like character for it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. All right.
So this one has a comment, so we don't have to say anything about that. So what's this do?
Yep. So that one is like move to the next point and save data to the position arrays. Yeah. So let me just explain every move. So first, you have the input like maze. You have like the I and J position. As we mentioned before, that one should be like specific like variable with the suitable name.
Yeah, so yeah, die and J's, we already said other places, I think. Yep, go on.
Okay, orientation O. So maze IJ. So maze at the position I and J. You change the orientation. So the change orientation, like that name of the function should be a defect because it's not really making sense.
I
For example, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. If you can write down. Yep. So let me just move on. So position like now is like new position JINO. So kind of like it just move. It just have the new position with the new orientation, and then you add that position to the array storing all the paths. Yeah.
Yep. So this one's pretty much the same, except it changes it from here to a G, right?
Yeah, just quite the same. Yeah.
Is it possible to like combine these or not?
You can combine it into like one function, but it should. I think it's better if you separate them. Yeah, because one is just like moving the robot to the new position. It should be the empty position, and one is like moving the robot to the goal. Actually.
So if you don't think it's a defect, then yeah, we've already. So pretty much you already said what it does. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So update orientation. So that one is kind of like update orientation for the point. So the old one having like the same the new one should have like the same direction of the old one. So when you move the robot to the new like direction, the position, you should have like the same orientation of the old position.
Yeah. So that's yeah. And we know what these are. These are just two normal get things, right?
Yeah.
Getters. Nothing to say about these, anyone? So I think that's it. I think we're done. Does anyone have anything to bring up with the code they've seen so far? Well, everywhere. Code they've seen everywhere?
No, I think you basically covered all of the defects.
Yep.
Yeah. Mostly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just updating the summary report. Okay, so now we have to do the conclusion-y stuff. Let me bring it up. Where is it? Okay, so appraisal, record it. So record how many defects did we end up writing down?
Let me see. Yeah, probably 11 easiest.
Yep, so about 11.
Yep.
So now we need to do. Okay, so what are the things? Sorry, I just need to figure out. There's like the thing where it's like, is it accepted, accept conditionally, or rejected? So I'm just trying to figure out what the exact terms are. Probably in this thing, right? Okay, options in table 3. Right. Now I just Google this. So do we accept this to be good? Do we accept it conditionally, as in, you need to fix the defects before we move on, or are we going to just like reject it? I think we can probably just accept conditionally, right? So it's pretty much working. We just need a couple things to fix up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Accept conditions.
Okay, so do I write this down in the summary? Outcome expression, accept conditionally. Okay, accept conditionally. Oh, no, has. Oh yeah, cool. Anything else we need to do? Yeah, we recorded that. Done that. So yeah, if you have typo list, just upload it to the thing, and then I guess when I do submit, I'll upload the typo. When you finish with the issue log, upload that one as well, but name it like group issue log or something, and then just upload it with the rest of the files. Recording in the meantime, so that's going to be in the thing. Cool.
Cool.
I think we're done with the inspection meeting. All right. If anyone has anything else we think we should bring up, I guess, yeah, I'll stop the recording. So nothing. Okay, I'm kind of recording now.